Today, I start a serial about constellations, and I will start with Andromeda. Andromeda, or Chained Woman. The Andromeda Galaxy is a buried spiral galaxy, approximately 2.5 billion light years from Earth and the nearest major galaxy to the Milky Way. The galaxy's name stems from the area of Earth's sky in which it appears, the constellation of Andromeda, which itself is named after the Ethiopian princess, who was the wife of Perseus in Greek mythology. The number of stars contained in the Andromeda Galaxy is estimated at 1 trillion, or roughly twice the number estimated for the Milky Way. And now the tough stuff. The Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies are expected to collide in around 4 or 5 billion years, merging to form a giant elliptical galaxy or a larger lenticular galaxy. With an apparent magnitude of 3.4, the Andromeda Galaxy is among the brightest of the Messier objects, making it visible to the naked eye from Earth on moonless nights. Like the Milky Way, the Andromeda Galaxy has satellite galaxies consisting of over 20 known dwarf galaxies. The best known and most readily observed satellite galaxies are M32 and M110. Based on current evidence, it appears that M32 underwent a close encounter with the Andromeda Galaxy in the past. M32 may once have been a larger galaxy that had its stellar disk removed by M31. When it's about observation history, around the year 964, the Persian astronomer Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi was the first to describe the Andromeda Galaxy. He referred to it in his book of fixed stars. Anyway, the Andromeda Galaxy was formed roughly 10 billion years ago from the collision and subsequent merger of smaller proto-galaxies. I don't want to enter in the details, scientific details, because you need to be a scientist to understand it, and it's not the case here. It's important from the astrological point of view, the mythology and the signification in astrology. Andromeda, the original maiden in distress, is daughter of Cepheus, king of Ethiopia, and his wife Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia was proud of her daughter's beauty and boasted that Andromeda was more beautiful than the sea nymphs, the Nereids, who were daughters of Poseidon, Neptune actually. The Nereids complained to Poseidon, who sent a sea mother, Cetus, to ravage the coast. With his kingdom in grave danger, Cepheus consulted the oracle of Ammon in Libya for advice. He learned the only way to save his kingdom was to sacrifice his daughter Andromeda to the sea monster. Andromeda is chained to a rock and left to the mercy of the monster. The hero, Perseus, riding through the air on winged sandals, arrived at the scene and they fall in love. Perseus has a consultation with Cepheus and Cassiopeia. If he rescues their daughter, he could marry her. The sea monster arrives and Perseus kills it, but turning it to the stone with the Medusa's head, Algol, the fixed star actually. Perseus breaks the chains that bound Andromeda to the rock and frees her. The wedding follows. The English translation of the myth of Andromeda, as told by Manilius in Astronomica in the 1st century AD, is not found elsewhere. The Latin text can be found on a website that is called bartleby.com. I will let the link down below for those people that knows Latin. Manilius tells the myth from an astrological perspective, and I think this is the best version of the story. Manilius goes on to give the astrological influences on Andromeda. For example, he says, the man whose birth coincides with the rising of Andromeda from the sea will prove merciless, a dispenser of punishment, a warder of dungeon dire. He will stand arrogantly by while the mothers of wretched prisoners lie prostrate on his threshold, and the fathers wait all night to catch the last kisses of their sons and receive into their inmost being the dying breath. From the same constellation comes the figure of executioner, ready to take money for a speedy death and the rites on the funeral pyre. For him, execution means profit, and often will he bear his axe. In short, he is a man who could have looked and moved on Andromeda herself, tethered to the rock. Governor of the imprisoned, he occasionally becomes a fellow convict, chained. The prefix andro, name means man in Greek. The Greeks used the word andreia for courage, with the sense of mainly courage. The drug androstenedione, or simply known as andro, is a hormone, a direct precursor of testosterone, the principal male sex hormone. Andromeda is bounded on the north by Cassiopeia and Perseus, on the east by Perseus, on the south by Pisces and Triangulum, and on the west by Lacerta and Pegasus. Until next time, all the best. Bye bye.